And there we go. We
Go.
are live. What's up, everybody? Harrick and BX here. Welcome to another R.O.C. Hangout. The Tuesday night tradition continues each and every single week, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here in the Realm of Collectors YouTube channel. If you're watching us on YouTube, guys, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. Doesn't cost you a thing. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we really do appreciate all the love and support from the community. So thank you. If you're watching us live on YouTube, also please participate in the live chat below. It's a place to chop it up with the rest of the R.O.C. fam during this live stream. We're going to shout everybody that's in the chat out at the end of the program. Don't forget, guys, you can also subscribe to the audio version of this podcast on iTunes and Google Play through your favorite podcast app, as well as through our feed on realmofcollectors.com. Speaking of the website, you could pre-order your rock box for TFCon DC 2017. You get the latest Realm of Collectors t-shirt along with about 8 or 9 other goodies in the box that we think you're really going to enjoy. Along with that pre-order, you'll also get 2 entries into Agabus.com's $100 raffle giveaway at TFCon. So please get your pre-orders in while you can, because sizes and quantities are limited. So what's up? Happy Tuesday. We got a full house tonight. Let's say hello to everybody. First up, Russ the Muss. How you doing tonight, brother?
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing today?
What up, Russ?
How you doing?
How you doing, Chico? I'm doing
What's up,
okay,
Russ?
man. Yeah, man. Everyone's lively tonight. I love it. It's like, woo!
We're live tonight. Everybody's in a good mood. Everybody's chilling. It's going to be a good show. It's gonna be a good show.
That'll come down real quick when we start talking about Hasbro. Anyway, go.
Right off the bat, Russ. Right off the bat.
Yeah, I wish I could say I got anything, but I really have nothing this week. So sorry, guys. I'm one up.
No
Yeah,
problem.
coming up, man. I gotta save my money for good toys. You know what I'm saying?
There we go.
Yeah.
Yep, less than 3 weeks away. Can't wait.
Yes,
Can't wait.
sir. Yes, sir.
Next up, JD. How you doing, brother?
What's up, everybody? How we all doing today?
Pretty good.
What's up?
Pretty good, bro.
As far as a haul, I didn't get much. It's been light lately. I got a couple more Stormtroopers from Hasbro Toy Shop, and then I got a couple more Tusken Raiders. I got a WWE Sergeant Slaughter because I wanted a 6-inch Sergeant Slaughter to go with some 6-inch G.I. Joe figures. And then yesterday I found
6-inch G.I. Joe figures.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
what is this thing that you speak of?
Yeah, you can't. Don't
Right,
think you-
exactly.
Well,
Is that ninjas?
I'm actually, I got the ninjas, and that kind of prompted me to buy a bunch of Marvel Selects that were on clearance, and now I'm gonna customize them. So
Oh, okay now.
That's awesome, man. Go
So-
ahead, dude.
I already have a Scarlet. She's almost done. So
With those derpy face sculpts, you'll be able to come up with some good shit. This is gonna be awesome.
yeah.
Fuck you, Russ.
But then yesterday I found another one of these guys. I keep finding the Death Star Trooper. And then I got a Luke.
Ooh, oh man, look, your eyes get the eyes straight on yours, right?
Yeah, I made it.
Doesn't
I
look
got
like
another
chunk.
AT-AT driver.
Yeah.
And then lastly, if I can reach it, our buddy G Money sent me a little package in the mail, which I'm going to open live right here.
Oh,
There you go.
So
what's in
here
the
we
fucking
go.
box?
We're going to see what's up. Through the
What?
Hey, everybody, welcome to an episode of What's in the Fucking Box.
Yeah, another one. And it's like Christmas.
Put all the shows together.
He wrapped it in like some pretty paper,
Of course he did.
What is
but he,
G-Money,
he turned
of
it
course he
inside out. Hold on, I need a knife. 'Cause there's a lot of tape on it.
Is it a nude?
It might be.
Those are just for you, Dom. Just for you.
Yeah, thank you.
That's not what you told me.
There we go.
I know. That's
You're such a hoe.
listen, I gotta pay for TFCon somehow.
I ain't judging. I ain't.
Yo,
judging.
hey,
We got
shake your money maker, brother. Shake your money maker. It's all good.
All right, what's that? What's that?
We got
We
Steven.
have said,
Oh,
yeah.
Which
Did
I've
you
been
have
looking-
her already?
No, I do not.
Excellent.
Is
Good.
that-
Okay, cool. I remember you mentioned it. Like
It's still the old one, right?
it is. Yeah, it's the original.
All right.
That's cool, man.
Like
Nice.
every,
Is that realm?
yeah, every turn of the box.
Realm.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. Anagram Admiral Thrawn.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
That's a good score, dude. That's a
Gary,
figure I like,
you
dude.
are the man. Thank
Nice,
you
man. I'm glad you got him.
so fucking much.
Yo,
Thank you.
Gary, you beat Dom to a fucking Target or a Walmart? Holy shit. God damn.
I
Dom,
resent that. I resent that, Russ.
You're
I
slipping,
resent that.
slipping, dude.
Dom didn't hit that state yet.
I don't cross borders, Russ. Okay,
Oh,
I don't cross
God.
borders.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, that's bootlegging. You go
So
across.
Sweet,
it's-
man. Look at that.
Yeah, exactly.
It was Christmas for JD on September 12th.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thanks, Gary. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. Yep.
He's like, I can't wait to paint this motherfucker. Anyway, go.
No. Fuck that, man. I got my Rebel shelf. It's ready. So,
With a rebel shell.
yeah.
That was sweet, brother. That was sweet. And for anybody that's watching or listening, you can send your What's in the Fucking Box videos to entertherealmcast@gmail.com. All right,
Jose,
masterpiece.
I love you, Jose. The fucking plugs are great.
Thank you, Russ. Thank you. In the house, he hasn't been on the Hangout with us live in a while. What's up, bro? How you doing?
What's up, brother? I'm doing well. I got the goose egg.
It's all good. How you doing, brother? Thanks for
But I'm
coming on.
alive.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
alive. I didn't float
Survived
away.
Armageddon. Survived Armageddon.
That's right. Not everything floats down in Florida.
Well, thanks for popping on tonight, brother.
Yeah, Nick
Thanks
the
for
Dick.
having me, brothers.
Love it.
Yes. Good to know you're okay.
No doubt.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yep,
Plugs are
definitely.
good, bro.
I was more worried about Little Root than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, rude.
That little damn
Shout
tree
out
in
to
there.
that dude.
Right. Next up, G Money. What's up, bro?
Hey, Jose, how's it going? Hey, guys, it's exciting to be here hanging out with you. Excited for TFCon coming up in a couple weeks. So
Yes.
found myself
yes,
counting down
it's
the
right
days.
there.
Yep.
It's right
Close.
there, dude. They were trying to give me
I
some
did.
bullshit at work today, dude, about like some training that I had to do, and they were like, "You're gonna be here on the 20." I was like, "The 28th and the 29th and the 2nd, I'm not here." I'm like, and
Yeah,
I was like, it doesn't matter, like, what's going on? Like, I'm not gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm looking forward to it, man.
It's cool.
So how you doing
Was it
tonight,
like
brother?
Yeah, everything's good. I got some allergies. I don't know. Out of the last 24 hours, are like kicked in, so I'm gonna try and make sure I don't annoy anybody with that sniffling. But other than that, I'm doing great, man. It's good. I did get something this week, and I did the exact opposite of what we talk about learning from our lessons. I got a little excited, overpaid probably for something, but I got something I really wanted, which was that Hascon, the Rex clone that came out. So
Yes.
I found them in the Facebook groups, and it was a price that I was okay with for that particular character. I really the Clone Wars are. I don't know if anybody else remembers that. I think it was Cartoon Network did that animated kind of short series back in like 03 or 04, right?
That was cool.
And
It was cool.
between that and all the novels and the actually obviously the show, it kind of brought me right into Rebels. So it's probably, not to sound blasphemous, but it's probably one of my favorite Star Wars kind of stories. So it's cool. So I'm happy with it.
Oh, cool,
And I
man.
saved myself a little headache on the website in a couple weeks. Not trying to fight that.
Yeah.
So that's worth a little something.
So that Rex is an older Rex, or
It's
You
it
mentioned
looks like it
Rebels.
uses some of the clone body. Yeah, but it's it's what do you call
It's
it?
an older Rex head?
It's a Black Series. It's different. It's blonde. It's not the regular Jango Fett head, for the clone shaved blonde look from the TV
Yeah,
show.
it's new.
oh, so it's from
Yeah.
Clone Wars, though.
It is. Yeah, it's Clone Wars. Yeah. Yeah,
That's
it's
awesome.
got a lot of paint apps, a lot of wash on it, and the kind of exclusive packaging looks kind of nice. So that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. I can't wait to find that in the wild or online or whatever.
I need to watch that show. I know it's like on Netflix and stuff, but it's like daunting. Like 5 seasons. I think it's 26 episodes a season. So I'm just like, I'm gonna have to look for the
It's not gonna
list
be
of
there much
essential
longer.
episodes.
So Jose, supposedly you can go find out which episodes you should watch, and it'll trim down the fat for you.
Exactly. I think I saw something like that recently, like an article. So I'll do that and jump into the show.
I'm just saying, dude,
they're not going to be
power
there.
watch through it so fast, though.
Yeah.
They won't be there much longer on Netflix. I think.
You sure? Because like
sometime
one of the
next year, all the
one of the
Star Wars, Disney, and Marvel are going to put on Netflix.
Yeah, but one of the seasons was the Netflix original.
Well, no. What it was the last season wasn't released except for on Netflix. It was never aired. And Netflix just got a hold of it. So it really wasn't a Netflix original. It's just Netflix got the exclusive rights to it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's their, it's a little Satan pact they have with Disney.
Yeah. Say all these media companies, they want to start their own streaming services. So like it sucks. Like, if you're paying for cable and then you got Netflix and you got Hulu and then I think what is it? DC's coming out with one, and now Disney coming out with theirs, where all the Marvel and the Star Wars content's going to be on. It's like, how many of these subscription services are you going to have? Like, it's fucking crazy,
right?
Yeah, that's why a lot of people are worried about Netflix because they're going to lose a lot of content pretty soon because all these places start. I think Netflix will be alright though. There's always room for their own shit.
So
that's true. It's true. They have their own stuff.
We'll see what happens. All right, let's move along. Big Dom, what's up, bro?
What's going on?
How you doing today?
Hey,
pretty good. I only picked up one thing. I was able to get the San Diego, the Star Wars Celebration Black Series pilot Luke for a decent price. A little bit over, but not what it's going for right now. So
100.
I just yeah. So that pretty much completes my carded Black Series figure set. So
nice.
I had to pick him up, so I just had to pay a pretty penny because I missed him when he popped up on Hasbro Toy Shop, and I had to dip deep into the pockets and dish out some money.
You're slipping, bro.
Tom, is that?
Yeah, it was a Celebration exclusive at the show, at the Star Wars Celebration show. So it was like
Don't worry,
Tom, are there any differences on that figure?
No. The figure is the same exact figure that you would get on Wave.
Okay.
I think it came out Wave 1 or Wave 2. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was Wave 1. Yeah.
Yeah. So no differences in the figure. It's just it comes in a hologram card, and it's pretty cool. It's a nice figure, card and all that good stuff.
Don't worry,
I'm a completist at heart, so I have to complete everything as much as it costs.
You'll turn that bitch over. You know you will. It's all good.
One day.
One day
when I'm old and gray. Yeah.
Nice. That's nice.
No, that bitch is coming with me in the grave, so it's going to be right next to me when I'm in my coffin.
Bury me with Luke. Hug him.
That's all.
All right.
That is all.
Next.
Very nice.
That's it. All right. Thanks for being here, bro.
No, thank you.
Energon Addict. What's up?
Yo. Oh, wait. Hold up. Yo. Nah, I'm not going to rap online. Fuck you, motherfuckers.
Real Dave alone, Steve. Please stand up.
So disappointed.
What up, boys? Yeah, don't worry, Russ. You'll get it. You'll get it at TFCon. Everybody will get it.
Nice.
All right.
MC Addict. Live rap for us tonight.
I think Friday's open mic, Dave, so you can just rap all you want.
So now we gotta definitely look for a karaoke bar somewhere around the hotel area, and Dave is gonna freestyle for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. No, if we do karaoke, I want to see Chris do Vanilla Ice Ice Baby again because I hear that was epic. So I gotta see that.
Very cool.
I want to see.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this! People in the chat calling me chicken. All right. Nightwing and them getting a diss track tonight. That's it. All right. So as far as hauls go, I keep digging myself into new rabbit holes, and like I've said, Transformers. I love them, but hasn't been anything really that I'm gonna jump on. Not until TFCon, of course. But I got some Play Arts Kai stuff actually. I went into the Star Wars stuff, so I got the Clone Trooper.
Nice.
I got Boba.
Dave, you got issues, man.
I do.
Damn.
I got major fucking issues. I also got the SDCC, the whatever the fucking Realization Star Wars, the
Doesn't even know what he
Samurais.
bought.
Yeah.
No, I always forget. I call them Samurai. I call them Samurai Star Wars. They fucking people call them movie realizations, and that's what they're called. But I don't refer to them as that.
They look like samurais to me. Go ahead.
This is the proto Boba
The
Fett.
proto Boba.
I got that one, so I'm pretty much kept up to par with that line. So I just need the new ones that just went up for pre-order that I wound up pre-ordering too.
That Darth Maul looks ugly.
Nah, that shit looks
The
dope.
face.
That shit looks
fucking
great.
scary.
Dope as
It
shit.
looks
It
great.
does look creepy.
That's
It
what
does
I
look
like
creepy.
about it. It's that it's different. It's not like the rest of them. If they would have just did a fucking helmet like everybody else, that's not Maul, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as halls go, that's all I got for now.
Sweet, man.
Nice, man.
Some more than I got, which is nothing.
Jose.
All right, next up, special guests in the Hangout tonight, Chuck C. How you doing tonight, brother?
Yo, how's
Hey,
it going,
Chuck.
Jose?
What's
Hey,
up?
everybody.
Everything's good.
First
Everything's
time
good.
on the official show. It's, the haul I got this week. I'll just turn my camera around. If that works. We got the Commander X. I was bitch waiting in line for that. I got the R.O.C. I got
Oh, nice.
this is like I got the Drift from the movie. It's the first time I ever saw it. Never saw it on the shelves here in Connecticut. So I got that. I got the Power Bank Prime, which is actually pretty cool. Dorky though, but cool. And special, Gary put on the forums last week that he had a Hera, and got that from him, G Money, and he also sent me this on Monday. He said Karma, and he sent me this Hella that he had that I was looking for. Freaking nice, Gary.
So you got
Very
Hera
nice.
and Hella.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Damn.
So it's been a pretty good week. Thanks
That's
again,
awesome, dude. I'm going to ask you real quick. We're going to get into some Hascon talk in a little bit, but how long did you have to wait in line for like the R.O.C. like exclusives? Was it a long wait?
Well, I got in line first, right like half an hour after the con started because there was no signs or anything. And the line was horrendously long, and waited 20 minutes, and the fire marshal disbanded the line, made us all leave the line if you're in the end of the line. So then I went and played Magic. I was really pissed. I tried to get in line like 7 times, and they kept kicking me out. It was very frustrating. So I went and played Magic and everything, and then all the SDCC exclusives that I want sold out. I came back around 2 p.m., and the line was pretty short then, so I picked up my stuff. But I missed all the good
did you have it
exclusives I wanted.
reserved, or did you just hope that they still had them in stock, or what's the deal?
Yeah, I just had to hope they have them in stock because I was already like pre-registered for Magic events that I had to do. Well, I was excited to do them, but it wasn't something I can do anytime. I had to do it at a certain time, so I ran out of time waiting online.
Okay.
So, a lot of people.
Wow, so you lucked out. So even though you had to get off the line, they didn't let you on the line. You went back later, and you were able to get everything you needed.
I would like to get some of the STCC exclusives, but they're like the Revolution box is huge, but they were sold out of that. And I wanted the primitive skateboard prime or skate park prime. They're sold out of that too. So that's the way it goes.
Missed a couple of strings.
Yeah,
Damn,
the
that
G.I.
sucks.
Joe thing would have been cool too. They had that as well. The retro G.I. Joe that sold out quick, super quick.
Oh.
But they weren't organized like other cons I've been to. They give out tickets, and then you come back later at a time the ticket says, and then you get your stuff easy. But they weren't set up like that, and it goes smooth. But
You can say it, Chuck. They were set up like Hasbro. Like you'd expected it from Hasbro.
yeah, like the field marshal was kicking their fucking ass. Like he's like, I'm gonna shut this con down. And they're like, oh no, everyone's got to disperse. And yeah, the field marshal was kicking their asses.
He must be a third-party fan.
No, I can attest he is a fucking dickhead because I did the once ever Providence, Rhode Island tattoo convention, and he was in there every day, every hour, saying he was going to shut the show down because there was too many people.
Yeah.
He almost didn't
The
let
line. The line
anybody-
wasn't the problem. It was just the people hovering around the line.
Did anybody just tell him to relax?
No.
Like, dude,
So
you gotta
Chuck,
relax.
Yeah, he was intense.
So Chuck,
Really.
people were hovering around the line just to get in line, and they were kicking.
Yeah.
They were telling people to leave that were hovering. Wow.
First, they kicked us out of line. Like I would say the last half of the line was just get out. I was in that line. I was in the tail end of it. 25, 30 minutes already. And they told us to get out. I'm like, what the fuck? So I was really pissed.
So does anybody know if the guy has a Twitter account or something? Because we could go, we could put that on the boards and people could just go crazy on him.
I don't know. And then,
damn, all right. Well, we'll talk a little bit more about it once we get into the Hascon talk. You give us a little bit more of your experience there, man. Thanks a lot. All right, next up, Brian Brink. How you doing?
I ain't got nothing.
What? You ain't got shit?
No, man.
Nothing? Damn.
That's baloney. For real? You feeling okay?
No, I mean, I was gonna say that I got this asterisk hot rod thing, but I forgot that I got it last week.
Yeah.
Did you get your Toy World Devastator last week too?
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yeah, remember his pictures?
Shit, I forget now.
Week flies by when you're just watching weather the whole time.
Yeah, man. I watch more weather, man, fucking over the past week or so. If I have for years, it's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
The weather channel's been on my TV a lot. All right, so back to Hascon talk. Anyway, go
Yeah,
that's funny.
we'll get into that in a second. Real quick before we start talking about Hascon. Just this past weekend, they released the It remake, which is a remake of the original movie It, which that itself is based off a novel by Stephen King. So I know Gary saw it over the weekend. I'm not sure if anybody else saw it. But for everybody on the panel and for everybody that's watching live, just let us know what you think in the chat. Did you guys see the original film? What did you guys think? Are you looking forward to this one? Are you planning on seeing it? Just looking forward to getting everybody's thoughts here. Non-spoiler, we could discuss this real quick. So, Gary, since you saw it, what did you think about it?
Yeah, I liked it. My father, real short story, growing up, he's a huge Stephen King fan. So he would always read the books. And when I was a little kid, I'd see what hardcover book he was reading. And I kind of ask him about the stories and he'd tell me, and then I'd have nightmares, having not seen anything, just listening to him recap what he was reading. So I'd heard this story about this clown that lived in the sewer and, real superficial. And it just was mind boggling. I was a teenager when the miniseries came out, and I think like most people watched it, liked it. But like a lot of his novels, they don't transition well into a movie necessarily, or things get left out because they're not as detailed. Yeah. But I liked it, and I remember it then. But I thought the movie was good. I enjoyed it. I thought he did a little bit of a different take on the character, which I thought was great. I thought it stood alone. If you've read the novel, there were a lot of kind of like references to things that they didn't go into a lot of details about, but you could kind of pick up on. They had a couple of Easter eggs kind of referencing the original miniseries on TV. And I thought the effects were pretty decent. There was definitely a lot more CG with the clown, but some of the other stuff I thought was pretty cool. And it was definitely R rating. And, so it definitely had a few parts to it. Enough, my wife, we have kind of an agreement, which is it's hard for her and I to agree to a certain movie to go see together. And it works out because I don't drag her to see like the Marvel movies that she doesn't really care about. And I don't get dragged to, the typical, kind of exactly. Right. Mm-hmm. And we had gone to see Wind River, I think, last weekend. It was actually a very good movie. She thought it was funny because I'm like, there's two Avengers in that movie. Jeremy Renner and Elizabeth Olsen are both Avengers. For me to see it, and then she kind of changed her mind at the last minute. So I went to go see it in the afternoon, and I had a good time. So I said it was entertaining.
Nice. Yeah, I remember the original miniseries. I haven't watched it in years, so just based off memory, I remember like they used to replay it like a lot back in the day. I don't really remember them replaying it too much now, but it was pretty good. I remember it was like two 2-hour movies, right? Like back to back, kind of. You have to watch them.
Yeah. Like one was when they were kids, and one was when they were growing up.
And then when they're grown up, yeah. So I just remember, being creeped out by the clown and stuff. I thought that was pretty creepy. Tim Curry, performance by him.
They the miniseries kind of did like the book treatment where it kind of flashed back and kind of back forward as the adults and kind of where they were at. And they set this up basically like 2 chapters. So it's like chapter 1 was pretty much just the kids.
Right.
It's neat if you like Stranger Things, just because that took place right in like the early mid 80s, I think 84, 85. Supposed to be 1989.
So it had a lot of references in it.
Yeah, exactly. Like you look at the kids' room, you see the posters on the walls, for the movies. Well, actually, one of the child actors is overlaps with Stranger Things. I don't know his name in real life, but he plays a character. And then I guess chapter 2 is supposed to be them as adults. So eventually, when that comes out.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm interested in seeing this. Like honestly, I could have seen it this past weekend because I really didn't do anything, but just didn't really make the plans to go. So maybe this coming weekend I'll. I heard basically all around that it was really good. That all the actors that they got to play the kids was good. Pennywise was good. Heard it was actually pretty violent. You know what I'm saying, for what it was, and it's got like its funny moments, but it's still like genuinely creepy and frightening. So I'm interested.
Yeah, no, you're right. And look, I don't know how you guys feel. Child actors sometimes can be annoying as hell, and that didn't come across too bad at all in this one. It wasn't too bad. It kind of worked with the storyline. So
Harry, what you think of the Pennywise, like compared to the original?
Yeah, like I said, here's my thought. Honestly, it reminded me a little bit of the way Heath Ledger played the Joker, but it was definitely different. He, the voice and the tone and stuff was trying to make it his own character, and like I said, it's interesting because the physical effects I thought looked pretty good. When it went to the CG stuff, it was okay. But it was almost like they didn't need it. You know what I mean? Like it felt like the physical effects they did really made it look, I thought, pretty creepy.
You know what I found interesting? I didn't know who was playing him, and so I wanted to look it up and see who the actor was. So his name's Bill Skarsgård. So he's like, his family is like all over the place in the movie world. Like that guy. That guy that was in True Blood, Alexander Skarsgård, that's his brother. His dad's the guy that comes out in the Thor movies, I believe, or one of those movies.
Yeah, he plays Eric Selvig.
Yep.
And then he has a brother, or I don't know if it's a cousin, that's in Vikings that plays Loki. If you guys watch that, so
interesting.
It's just they're just all over the place. I just think it's a really talented fucking family. Food for thought. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool, dude. Family affair. All right, a little horror flick. Family affair. Woo.
Yeah, there's 8 siblings in the family, and 4 of them are actors.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All I know is I saw a clip on YouTube for this movie, and it looked hardcore, dude. I was like, oh my god. Whenever they do shit to little kids in movies, I go, wow.
Russ is like, I want to do that to those little kids.
Y'all remember Only when they're after my toys. You know what I'm saying?
Word, I was going to say, that's what gives Russ ideas in Walmart aisles.
Like in Jaws. Remember in the original Jaws? I mean, they actually had the shark kill a kid, And it was like, you don't see that in movies. You still don't see that in movies too often where they actually, kill a child. And I was like, damn. So when I saw that clip, I was like, this looks like a hardcore movie, man. You're not fucking around.
Are you planning on seeing it? Planning on taking Anna to go see it?
I think I'd like to see it. I think maybe Anna and I might have to try to sneak away and go grab it. Check it out.
Catch a matinee. It's daytime, you know what I'm saying? It'll be cheaper. Yeah.
She hates clowns, though, dude. So it'll be rough for Anna, man. You're
gonna have to get a little red balloon to tie it to the front of the
He's thinking a little red balloon.
That's been kind of like the marketing campaign. I've been seeing that online. Like people have been seeing like red balloons tied up all over like town. and shit. I'm like, damn, that's fucking creepy.
That is
but it's
creepy.
pretty genius idea though.
Yeah.
What I'm hearing is people dressing up
Yeah, I
in the
was just gonna
theater
say.
and just chilling like in the back. You know what I mean? And then walking and not
Yeah, I
saying
saw that.
anything to anybody, just walking by. That's freaky shit.
People
I like
out.
that. I was a clown for Halloween. That you guys watch what's that show, American Horror Story? You ever
Yeah.
seen the clown with the big
I know
mouth?
you're talking about, yeah.
I did that. I'll send you guys a pic sometime. But I did that at work, and nobody even wanted to look at me. Everybody's like, "Get the fuck away from me!"
That's
I don't know what it
world's
is with clowns,
creepiest
man.
clown.
Like so many people are
Dude,
afraid
wait. You dressed up as that twisty character for
Yeah.
work?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, my
Misty.
God.
Halloween. Yeah.
That's
Isn't that
ridiculous.
great? That's awesome, dude. What a cool fucking place to work. Anyway.
But
Oh, shit. If I came in dressed like that, my boss will send me home, dude. Fuck out of here.
Anybody else planning on going to see it? Anybody interested or like not really caring for horror movies?
I'm hoping
I'm
to
definitely
go
gonna go see it.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah, I want to see it too.
I like to
I'm
be
not-
scared, but I just don't feel like that movie's gonna scare me for some reason.
Yeah, horror movies rarely scare me like nowadays. Like I can't even really remember. Maybe The Hills Have Eyes, I think was the last one that probably really creeped me out. And shit.
That's interesting. I think it's probably more that fucking rape factor and stuff that you have no control over anything.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
That's
That
the shit
is
that was
scary
like,
shit.
damn, So, all right, no problem. Maybe we can revisit the topic when we've all seen it and checked it out. So, Hascon 2017, first ever Hasbro sponsored convention. They basically shut down BotCon and moved the Transformers into this big overarching convention. So Chuck actually got to go on Friday, and it lasted over the weekend. Enter the Realm covered the Transformers and the Marvel Legends stuff from last night, all the figures we got to see. So just gonna run up and down the panel. We could round robin on this. What did everybody think of the reveals from last night and from the show? Lots of Transformers stuff that we saw. Lots of upcoming Marvel Legends. I know the Wolverine had everybody like, ooh, you know what I'm saying, over the weekend. And the that Optimus Prime leader class evolution figure looks like almost like a MP10 Chug version. What everybody think of the show itself and the reveals that we got out of it?
Before we start, I thought Marvel and Star Wars was not going to be at this convention. I find it funny that Marvel Legends were at the convention because I feel like they threw that at the end because they knew ticket sales were like, low, and they put Marvel Legends in the displays and stuff like that. I find it weird because they didn't say Marvel Legends or Black Series was going to be a part of this convention.
I didn't even realize.
Originally, they didn't announce anything. They said that Transformers and all their other brands would have
their soul brands.
Their soul brands would have the most presence there, and nothing was said about Marvel or Star Wars at first.
Oh wow, that's interesting because I just thought that just because of the fact that they put those figures out, I didn't think that they were going to be excluding them from the convention. That's interesting to hear.
Yeah.
But this convention, right, wasn't just to go look at displays of toys, right? Maybe they only had events for like some certain brands? Maybe Chuck could fill us in on that.
Yep.
Chuck, how was your experience going there on Friday? And you already mentioned about the fire marshal breaking up lines and shit. So was the entire convention kind of that kind of dour experience, or was
no?
it
That was the only really bad part was the merch line, and frustrating. The rest, well, actually, they had a design panel, I guess, half an hour after the con started on Friday, which I thought was poor planning. Because everyone goes into the con, they want to see some stuff, right? They want to get into line for the exclusives. So you got to make a decision. Do you want to go see the exclusives or do you want to go to the panel? Because I want to go to the panel as well, and I ended up going into the exclusive line and got screwed anyways. So I think that sort of stuff, tier stuff, as events in the beginning of the day and have the bigger hitter stuff later in the day, I think that would have been a lot better. But
oh wow! So that Transformers reveal panel, like some of the pictures that we saw, they had that a half an hour after the show started.
Yeah, it was in the first half hour of the show.
Wow.
So it's like you had to.
Jeez.
That's crazy.
So that's pretty much why.
No wonder those pictures that we saw last night. That stadium was like empty.
Same was
where they
empty.
held it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They didn't do a good job.
That is horrible. Oof.
Maybe they
That's bad.
figured no one would be interested in going since everybody saw all the pictures a couple months ago.
Yeah, on the league.
Shout out to Rocky Rodriguez.
funny.
Right?
Root him up.
Damn. See, so and then Chuck, that puts you in a bad spot because, like you said, you had to decide to see the panel or get on the line for the exclusives. So, damn.
Yeah. Yep. And once you got in there, like everyone, they got in, and there was metal detectors you had to go through at first, which I thought was a bit crazy.
Chuck, I gotta ask, did the fire marshal have any problems with the amount of attendance they had at that panel? Was it too crowded? Maybe that's why no one was there. He's like, look, 20 people. That's it.
I get it. I didn't get to
You
go to the
nerds,
panel,
go
but
home and do something else. Get out of here.
Did I walk? Like they had the stadium there that you guys saw.
Yeah.
In the mid-afternoon, I was coming back in the con I went to my car, dropped off my stuff and everything, came back in. I'm like, hey, I wonder what's going on in here. And there's curtains, these big heavy curtains to the stadium. And there's like there's some kind of kids show on stage. I swear to God, there was nobody in the audience, not even one person. What the fuck is going on here? Sorry, can I say F? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, how was attendance, Chuck? Was it was it pretty busy? I mean, did they do pretty well?
It was very comfortable. I mean, there's no, except for being in the merch line. The merch line was brutal. If you went anywhere near where that was in the beginning of the show. But the rest of the day, you can walk around the Transformers area pretty easily, and the Marvel and the Star Wars. And by the way, the Marvel and the Star Wars had equally as big sections as the ones that got on the show floor. The things that on the show floor that got smaller areas like Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons. They gave them smaller ones. They have bigger things upstairs. It was 2 floors. And then the other half of the con I only went through just once to see what the hell was going on. It was all kid stuff. They had a huge Nerf section, an obstacle course. Like it was like you know how you play paintball, the big inflatable things. They had Nerf set up like that, which is pretty cool for kids, I guess. But
yeah, that's cool.
Browse through that stuff. So half the con was that, mostly family stuff, and then.
So did you bump into any other people from the realm there?
No, I was the only realm. I wore my realm T-shirt. I got tons of compliments. People were asking me, "What the hell is that?" I had business cards to give out because I told them about the website and everything, and like at least 50 people asked me, "Hey, what's that all about?" Because because of the wheelie, because of the Autobot. You have a lot of Transformers fans, and they had the Transformers font and the little wheelie. So people are like, "Wait, what's that all about?"
Very cool.
Yeah. Surprised some employee, some Hasbro employee didn't try to stop you and say, "Dude, you got to take the shirt off."
This chaos.
No.
This is infringing on our intellectual property.
No, actually, they were giving out posters if you had like wearing anything Transformer related. So I got a couple extra posters because there's Transformers.
Nice. So did you say that you did have business cards, or you wish you had business cards?
I wish I had business cards to give out.
Oh man, yeah, that would have been nice.
We'll have to build like a convention pack for people going to shows that we can distribute.
Yeah,
that's actually a great idea.
So overall,
it's my idea. Everybody remember that.
Okay, I'll give you credit.
The little R.O.C. care package and shit. I mean,
yeah,
that's cool.
So before the con, I ran into Brian Kilby and Diecast from Radio Free Cybertron.
Mm-hmm.
Met up with them and everything, and they're like really, really well. Diecast isn't, but Brian Kilby's really. So, but anyways,
he's really what?
Were they really nice?
Yeah, they're nice. They're nice.
See, Brian was nice, and Diecast wasn't nice. Is that what you said?
Diecast is very nice.
No,
they're both nice.
Oh no! Yeah, your audio cut out. So I was like, "What did he say?"
Yeah, I swear. At first, I thought you said that. I thought you said that Diecast was a douche. And then
no, Diecast is cool. I met Diecast at NJC a few times.
that's cool.
That's
they
cool.
were,
And but Brian Kilby was cool, and
Yeah, they
it was
were.
in line with him too. And so as far as those guys, Diecast was able to get some merch in the beginning, but Brian Kilby got fucked like me. I mean, we just got cut out of line.
Jeez, that
Not
sucks,
pissed.
dude. Those guys are in
It's
heaven, man, because that's like a normal train. Yeah, that's like a official show. They love that stuff, man. So
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone's happy.
Yeah. I like Hasbro stuff. I'm big into.
Yeah.
So I'm not as big as Deluxe is, but I still am pretty big,
Yeah.
and
So
so I enjoy it.
Did they have like a big dealer room or anything like that, or?
Oh, okay. The dealer room was an effing joke. So I was up there playing Magic. I'm a big Magic fan, and let me tell you, Magic the Gathering crushed everything else that was going on. Crushed Marvel.
Well,
you upstairs, they had a huge ballroom. It was ridiculous.
that game
tournaments
has
were
a
not.
huge following.
A lot of games going on, Chuck.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was a regular, like a big. If you go to a big tournament, it felt like that. Like the whole fucking room was filled.
Mm-hmm. So,
They're
hey,
giving out
can I ask,
prizes like no tomorrow. Like they had that group.
can I ask you? So, you guys ever watched the World Series of Poker?
Go ahead.
And you got these dudes with like their headphones on and their crazy sunglasses. Are there dudes there like that playing Magic the Gathering? I'm just kind of curious.
No.
No.
Put the poker face on.
So, anyways, in the middle of like after the end of the tournament was done, I really had a pee, so I went to the men's room, and that's when I first saw. It was ridiculous. If I didn't have to go to the men's room, I wouldn't have even known it was there. And I go in there, and there was like 7 vendors, like, but most of them are just Magic stuff. Like, Cool Stuff Incorporated was there, and Miniatures Market was there, I think. Whatever. But there's like only one booth that had anything Transformer related. But you go in there, and his booth, he had original G1 artwork on the shelves, like originals, like going for a couple grand. Like, it's like, why is this guy here? He's like, I guess this guy would be a guy that would normally be at BotCon.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt bad because they put him all the way in the back of that room that wasn't well advertised or anything. But
yeah, I wasn't even under the impression that they were gonna even be like have dealers there, like you would expect at a regular convention. I thought it was just gonna be like a showcase of just like their products, like, and Hasbro just themselves actually being like the vendors.
No, they had outside guys come in. They had weird things like Norwegian Airlines was there, and stuff from Providence was there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you had $1,000 to drop down for a table, you got a table. But
yeah, that was, and then wasn't that like the base tables?
That's like a New York Comic Con price, or like and San Diego Comic Con price. Dude, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. Stupid, ridiculous.
Yeah, but you know why those are worth it? Because of all the foot traffic you're getting. You're getting so much more traffic than you're getting with this, you know?
Your product is limited. I think you are only allowed to sell Hasbro-related stuff.
Plus, it's in New York and it's in San Diego.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good point.
You know?
Where Hasbro's in, like, what, Rhode Island? Is that what it is, right?
Rhode Island.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hasbro itself is right next to the convention center. Like you can see the building where the corporate headquarters is.
Were they offering tours of the headquarters?
Yeah, they were. If you had the VIP package, you got all that.
Oh.
And they so the RFC crew, they took the tours. They were paid for the package. So they said they got to go to like they were there Saturday and Sunday as well. And the Saturday they went to the corporate office, which is right across the street. And on Sunday they got to go to see the design office, which is I haven't heard much about that yet, but that's pretty cool.
I bet
so they did try to make the $600 worth it, but I think it was way too much. As a single attendee, attendee, go ahead.
No, I heard it from a lot of people who bought that VIP package. It wasn't worth the $600.
Yeah, there was some people complaining there.
Yeah.
Hey, so was Darius there this weekend? I can't remember if he said he was going or not. That would have been cool.
I didn't see him.
I think he said that he was trying to skip out.
Yeah, knowing Darius, he's like, fuck that. I hang around that place too much, honestly.
Plus, he just went back to work, so.
Yeah. Plus, he wants, he's waiting for TF Con. He wants to go see some real shit. He don't want
Russ.
Chuck, did you went on Friday?
Yeah, I just went Friday. But
So
I'll tell you, overall, the impression was. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just curious, since it was like a family event, family. Like, was it like, what time did it open? Was it like really busy with kids, like in the very beginning, or did they not show up till the afternoon? I was just kind of curious because it was
the families beginning, lots of some kids. I guess they got out of school because school started already, and so there wasn't a lot because I went on Friday. There wasn't a lot of kids there. It was nice. I heard on Saturday. I saw some pictures from some videos from other people that were there. Busy. And I'm kind of glad I went on Friday because on Saturday and Sunday you couldn't talk to the designers at all. Like they had interviews lined up with you had to schedule to talk with them. But on Friday they were just standing next to the display cases that you guys saw. They're just there and they're like they'd ask you, hey, what do you think?
Nice.
Oh, yeah? And
what would have been awesome?
One thing they told me.
Yeah.
What? Go ahead. What did they tell you?
Oh, they told me there were some stickers on Starscream. I'm like, are you guys still using stickers in this line? Isn't there a lot of feedback on that? And he goes, no, we didn't get a lot of feedback, and we think people really love these. Do not like these stickers. They peel off. They're misaligned. And the designers themselves, I couldn't believe it.
They let him out of the closet.
If I was there, I totally would have brought some like single serving packets of syrup, and I would have handed it to all the designers.
For the waffles?
Yeah.
Boy, man, enough of the waffles. Oh my god.
Oh, Brian.
Oh, brother.
Oh man,
that's pretty cool though that they were there by the display cases and you're able to just ask them questions and pick their brains and stuff. That's pretty cool,
dude. Next Hasbro event, I'm cosplaying as like Mrs. Butterworth or something like that.
Where's my waffles?
Yeah,
I want some waffles. Where's my waffles?
As far as the designers go, I got to talk to like the lead designer that was there. I don't remember his name. I'm terrible with names, but for a good 20 minutes, and they were like, there were some guys there, some other Transformer fans. I don't know if they're from Cybertron.com or whatever, but they're your typical. I just didn't like hanging out with those guys, or whatever. But they're like kissing all the designers' asses, and the designers would not talk to them. They're like, "Oh, we like everything, blah blah blah." But I just went through and I wasn't kissing anyone's ass, and I just like got the stickers, and I said I don't like them. He goes, "Oh, you actually have some really kind of latched into me," and he's asking me all these questions, and what I thought, what I think about the line and everything. So I bitched about the Titan Masters not having any paints on their little the little faces.
Yeah.
I mean, is a budget that tight? He goes, "No, the budget's not that tight, but we only have so many that we can put on each figure, so they got to decide where they put it."
Okay.
Because like the whole first wave of your deluxes all had decos on their faces. It was painted. At least the eyes. And I said second wave, third wave, fourth wave. Even your leaders didn't have the things painted.
Yeah.
And he goes,
he's like, damn.
Yeah, you're right.
What are we, Takara? Fuck.
So then, anything they can do to cut corners.
Yeah, he was trying to say, "Oh, there's so many decos." I'm like, I'm not buying that. Yeah. So then, then we talked about the Prime that was there with the oh my god, what's Orion Pax, that Prime, and the cab mode is horrendous. Like the cab looks okay, but in the back it's all arms and everything. He goes, well, we had the idea for the line with the Evolution. We're gonna do Rodimus. We're doing Optimus. We can't tell you the other ones we're doing. In Evolution, Starscream's a combiner. So some of them have like combiner things, and some of them have Evolution, whatever. So the the Ryan and Pax one, he said that was Takara gave up on that design 4 times. They couldn't do it. They couldn't do the Orion Pax into the cab. they're having problems with making the Optimus Prime out of the trailer, like the rest of the body.
Mm-hmm.
And they're ready to give up on it. And then Takara came back the last time and said, hey, we figured out how to do it. And to be honest, you know, we had to make some caveats here. I guess that's why the cab looks like the way it does.
Mm-hmm.
The nice Prime look on the outs, you know, where it combines into the trailer portion. I think it looks decent. I mean, for a Hasbro, I think it looks decent.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
But he said about the Dinobots were all there. Like, they weren't there in the morning. I guess after they had the reveal panel that I missed, they put them in the case later. Like, the case kept evolving as you went throughout the day, and from what I saw, it also evolved throughout the weekend. But the Dinobots were really awesome. They're small, but you look at them, if you're looking at them close, they have a lot of good detail. Except for Grimlock, most of them, the alt modes, the Dino modes, they all look pretty good. I was pretty impressed.
Did they have like decent interns setting up the shit? I mean, there wasn't like, you know,
designers were the only ones that touched anything.
Designers said, "Fuck the interns, we do it ourselves."
I was kind of shocked that the designers were doing everything there, but yeah. So they're pretty proud about the Dinobots, and I asked about the combined mode, and he's like, "I don't know about the combined mode because they hadn't revealed it yet." And I said, "Oh, we know it combines." So he goes,
like, all right, like, don't bullshit, kid. Come on, just give us the details.
Yeah. I asked about Predaking. I didn't get anywhere there. He goes, "I don't know, you know, I can't talk about it." So all this is before the panel that was on Saturday where they showed Predaking. Maybe it was Friday. I'm not sure.
Chuck, you should have been telling him. You know this stuff was leaked, right? You know we know everything that's coming out for the next year, right?
Yeah, I did talk about it, and I did. You know, upstairs they had Magic the Gathering, and Magic the Gathering that day at 1 p.m. I played a set. Card was spoiled. They had announced it 6 months ago. They said, we're not spoiling any goddamn cards. You played at Hascon, the first flight at Hascon, and they were true to their word. So the same company kind of has Wizard of the Coast and Hasbro. It's same company. I'm telling the card designer that I'm like, same company can keep this thing secret for 6 months, and you guys get things leaked so easily. We're gonna have to work on it, but he said, I talked about the leaks. He said I still can't talk about everything. I know we have Terracons coming, and I want to talk about Ripper Snapper, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking. You know, I can't talk about it. I can't confirm or deny it exists. I'm like,
you should have went up to him and put your head down and went, "I know the Dinobots combined." They were all sad.
No, I'm actually one of the idiots. I bought both of the third-party Dinobot combiners and sold them. Because they're all rickety ratchy, and this one's gonna be the same. The hips are just
shout out to Perfect
not big enough.
Perfect Effect gonna step in and fix that thing.
That shit.
Yeah,
looks crazy.
He did kind of lie to me because he says, "Well, I haven't seen the combined mode yet. It's only in Japan." And then the very next day, they show all those pictures of it at Hascon. I'm like,
Chuck, not to cut you off, but that shit looks like shit. That thing looks like fucking shit. I kept looking at that thing yesterday and saying, what the fuck am I looking at? It looks like some alien fucking robot creature from some fucking retarded fucking shit. Don't look like Transformers to me.
What really pisses me off is the head of the combiner mode is an evolution of that shitty combiner that they had with Grimlock and Swoop from a couple years ago from Energon. Mm-hmm. That thing was horrendous, and the fact that they pay that any homage is crazy to me. It's an insult.
Combino, no dino.
Yeah.
No combino to
Yeah.
God, that's so funny.
So then I talked to him about distribution and everything. I'm like, I just spotted that drift there. It's a second wave deluxe for the movie. I said, here it is, September, and this is I have to come all the way to Hascon to buy your toy because it's not on shelves. It's not on shelves anywhere. And I said, that's not. He goes, it's not. I'm like, no, I don't know who's in charge of your distribution, but they put some really crappy figures in the first wave, and those are all just clogging the shelves.
That's what it is.
They should put the hot shit in the first wave, let it sell through, and then as the line goes on, they can put some sneakers in each wave.
Mm-hmm.
The first wave.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
he's
exactly
like,
what
he
it
was
is, though.
clueless.
Yeah, they're
He's like, there's a problem. I was like, he's like, I want you to tell our, there's our distributor guy or the manager's in charge of distribution. I want you to talk to him. I'm like, why do I have to talk to him? You tell him.
Right.
They're probably. I was gonna ask you, like, how did they take like the criticism? Like, were they taking everything with like an open ear? Did
Very
they seem
positive.
like miffed? Yeah.
Not defensive, not mad. They're like it was like opening doors for them. They're like, oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So especially a lot of the stickers. I said, okay, the stickers on deluxes where it's kind of it's more like a tampo. That kind of works. And guys should stick with that. Voyagers, and they got the stickers, especially on the box set. You're paying $100 for a box set, and the Optimus Prime comes out, and the stickers on the side of the tanker truck are all crooked, and there's
They're all
creases
jacked up.
creases in this. Yeah, what the hell? I said, you're paying $100 for that. And I'm looking at the guy, and he's like, yeah, we're working on that. We're trying to improve. I'm like, because they're doing stickers again for Power of the Prime. I'm telling you that.
Of course they are. That sucks.
Yeah. So
that's funny.
Who wants to buy a full line of Hasbro stuff? I have a box. Open.
Hey, Chuck, was there anyone there representing the movies at all, or the last movie at least, or like anyone you could bitch to about that?
They had a lot of like replicas on display, and but as far as seeing a rep, I didn't see any. I wasn't really looking for one, but there might have been one. But then they had the Hall of Fame there and everything that you could do. One display like the G1 figures and stuff, but no one you could bitch about the movie.
Did you happen to catch any of the Stan Lee panel?
That was last Saturday.
That was on Saturday. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the reason why those guys are probably so receptive is because they don't get to probably talk to people very often that will actually criticize them, criticize stuff. I'm sure they get a bunch of ass kissers there constantly. Oh, your stuff's so great.
Keep them in the locked room.
I love these waffles.
Yeah, there was a lot of ass kissers there. What do you say, Russ? Ass munchers?
Munchers. There you go.
There were a lot of ass munchers there.
Hey, don't
Cybertron
ever
and
use Russ's catchphrases again. You understand?
Oh, but there were a lot of them there. And I did not want to talk to those guys. And I was like, so later on in the afternoon, there was like no one near the cases, so the designers were there, and I get to talk to them. And so I'm like, you didn't hear any complaints about the stickers? They're like, no, it's the first time we're hearing about it.
See, what I mean. You actually have somebody like you who will tell them the truth. Like, yo, this sucks, dude. It's like, I mean, that's probably eye-opening for them.
Can't be the first time they've ever heard it.
I said,
I don't know. You might be surprised, man. How many people won't say nothing to him probably when they're right there,
The look of shock on his face, it seemed like it was the first time he's hearing it.
Okay.
I mean, they keep those guys sheltered, dude. They lock them away. I mean, talk to Agent H. He'll tell you. They don't like him talking to the public at all. That's why it's a hide.
Influences their deficiencies.
Russ, I say you and me go to fucking Hascon next year and let them fucking have it. We'll get pulled out by security.
I want to be there.
Dave, you think they're going to do that again?
You guys should dress up like a fire marshal, man. You can run that place.
Yes. You're getting
that's a good idea.
Yeah,
you're hot. You can stay.
But the Transformers is cool, but I gotta tell you, the Marvel and the Star Wars they blew the Transformers stuff away. They had those huge dioramas up. You probably have seen pictures all weekend.
Unbelievable, dude.
And they had their designers on hand too. Rapid prototyping machine going at the con. It would make 6 figures at a time. Some protos right there.
Really?
Show people how. Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
That's actually pretty cool. I would like to have seen that.
I would like to see that. Yeah.
That's something that would be pretty.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
but damn. I actually had something worth a damn there. Shit.
I thought talking to the designers was worth a lot of, and I thought it was a very good experience.
Well, no, you know what, and I agree. I give you credit for that, for talking to them and actually telling them the truth. Some stuff, That's pretty good.
Yeah. I did well enough, and I didn't know how much of a debacle the line was going to be because I want to talk to some of the Marvel guys and some of the Star Wars guys, and because they had a whole team there on each of the stations. They had a team there just waiting to talk to people. And Friday was slow enough that you can actually talk to them, because I saw videos on Saturday where, like, as I talked to, they're like, sorry, we have no time to talk to anyone. You have to come back for an appointment, which is bullshit. So, they're doing interviews and stuff.
So did you talk to any of the Star Wars guys?
No, I didn't get to talk to any of them.
Okay. I was gonna see if any word on why they are not using the like the digital matrix on those, and
Digital
Marvel.
digital paint is coming for Star Wars.
They're using the shit out of it on the Marvel figures, but they're not using it on. They could have done this whole Force Friday line. They could have used it on those.
Yeah. JD, I have a feeling these Force Friday figures were done a long time ago.
That's what I think too. I think they've been done for a long time. Yeah.
So the Qui-Gon, from what I've been watching a lot of videos and everything, the people who did interviews with the designers, the Qui-Gon, there's a Qui-Gon figure that's coming out, or is it already out?
Yeah, it's already out.
Yeah, it's already out.
That's the first one that they tried digital paint on. And on Qui-Gon, they actually the eye sockets are actually separate pieces. They digitally painted the eyes and then inserts them into the skull. I don't have that figure, but they're trying on Star Wars, and they're gonna the waves that are coming out.
Who's got that figure?
It does not look. Yeah, I have it. It does not look digitally painted. It does not look digitally painted at all.
They said it was the first try.
The first try they failed. Well, I mean, it probably takes practice to to perfect that shit. That probably is what it is.
But the funny thing is, I saw an interview on YouTube, and with them, somebody was interviewing the Marvel Legend guy, and they take pride that they had that digital painting going on, and that their figures are going to the level where collectors are looking for. So I just find it so amazing how one side of the company can do digital painting and they're knocking it out of the park, and then the other side with Star Wars, they just what are they, separate buildings, or like where are they?
Yeah, they are separate departments.
I have a theory on the Star Wars stuff. I think that they make the figures not look exactly like the actors for nostalgia of the old Star Wars figures from the 70s.
Fuck that.
Think about that, because those figures look nothing like the actors, right? It's just like an artist representation of Han Solo or Luke, and that's why they're just they're propagating that nostalgia to the Black Series. It's like you don't want to make them look exactly like the TV people, just in the spirit.
What I can say is
rationalize all you want, my friend.
That's right. I'm asking right now.
I can say the same thing about Marvel, right? The old Marvel figures. They want nostalgia.
Yeah, well, the old Marvel.
Really cool.
Yeah, but the old Marvel figures, well, how old are we talking, right? They only had to do a representation of the comic, right? Whereas, at least now with the movie verse, they have to at least make it look like somebody. So.
Well, that could be it too. I mean, it's not easy to do that digital shit off of somebody's real face, I'm sure, and get it to look perfect. I mean, it's hard, man. So I'm sure it doesn't work out all the time.
But from what I understand, it's more than just paint. It's Darius was talking about.
Yeah.
He was talking about like it's like a digital molding process where like they scan the people or whatever,
right?
And it molds the whole thing. It's not just the face. It's from what I understand.
Well, makes sense. I mean,
yeah, because I'm telling you, the Qui-Gon Jinn, that the face mold was not even that great. So it was definitely not a failed attempt. If the guy was saying that the eyes were just.
So, dude, maybe that's the thing with Star Wars. All these actors are old; they don't look like who they are anymore. So they can't train them.
But there's programs out there that will take, like, you can pull, Return of the Jedi Luke or Empire Strikes Back Luke, and it'll actually digitally mold the face.
Dude, that's wild.
So they can do it. It's just a matter of who's not paying to have it done. That's the question.
Exactly.
And like I was gonna say, it was like, okay, is Hasbro asking too much of Disney to do this, and Disney just saying no, we're just doing it for the Marvel. But like when I think about it, why would they not pay to have it done when they own both?
Well, I'm going to say
Marvel and Star Wars.
The Star Wars license is probably a lot more expensive than the Marvel license, so that might have a lot to do with it.
And that so then that would kind of make sense.
Yeah, I mean, they got $5 billion. I got to pay for. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Lucas got to get his coin. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and who knows how far like ahead like lead time they needed to kind of like produce these figures. So you might be right. They might have kind of designed these before they started doing all the digital painting and stuff. And if they are going to start using those practices in the future, then that's great. You know, because it's the same company. Like I'm sure the departments that are handling the figures are different, but I would think if you have the technology to do the digital painting, like you would do it across all your brands or all your brands that would need it.
But that's the thing. Like they obviously found some ways to do it within their budget, and at the end of the day, they're doing it at a $20 price range. So it's like, why can't they do it for Black Series? And granted, yeah, if the license is more and they don't have as much budget as Marvel, but like it's like I think if they do it, even if they mark it up $5 more, like you know what I'm saying? Like if your Black Series was $5 more and you get better sculpt heads and everything like that and digital paint, I would pay for it.
Well, they've got to think that the collector base who buys one line, chances are, right, is going to be into the same line, you know, and see the difference firsthand. It's not like you're comparing Legos to, you know, video games. You know what I mean?
And who's not into Star Wars? Come on, Star Wars.
Deluxe.
Deluxe. It's horrible.
But Dom, let me ask you a question, right? Based on what you were just saying. So, SH Figuarts, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have these same licenses that Hasbro does, correct?
Yes.
So maybe they're not doing it. Hasbro's not doing it because then they'll be too equal. You know, they're making money on both ends. They're handing off their licenses to one party and then the next. And Figuarts is charging us 3 times the amount a Black Series would cost, but they're able to get a better presentation, I guess, of the fucking the character. So you just brought up Qui-Gon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you guys ever seen Scary Movie? You know that guy with the fucking hand?
Yes.
Hanson? That's what that looks like to me. That's what he looks like to me compared to fucking the SH Figuarts line. And the other thing that bothers me about this is that the Black Series will come out around the same time that the fucking Figuarts did.
Mm-hmm.
Figuarts just dropped, and the Black Series came out a few weeks ago. So they're dropping at the same time. They're both making it at the same time. They know what they're doing. They'll throw out a shitty figure because they know everybody's gonna fucking buy it for $20, and they know that people who are, you know, a little more picky or selective are gonna go and reach in their pockets and reach out for that Figuarts one to get a better I can't say the word representation. I can't say it. I got caught in mouth.
No problem.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's just like I think it's all a game that these companies are playing, and it really has nothing to do with Hasbro being lazy.
No, I think it's just
and you might,
Dave,
Dave, you might be right because I know SH doesn't, you know, they're not extensive in regards to the Marvel figures because I think they just do the movie figures and they haven't gone to the extent of how Marvel Legends have gone through the movie figures and the line of what, you know, when compared to Star Wars, because SH does a lot in Star Wars. They're equal with what's coming out with Black Series. So I think you might have something there, but like I said, I just feel it hurts me when I see a company who's doing that digital painting and it's putting a toy out for $20, and then you have to pay triple that for another company who's doing it, and it's like, granted, you know, the articulation is somewhat, you know, better, you know, but it's close. It's not like distance. You know what I'm saying?
No, sometimes it's a distance.
They're catching up. They're definitely catching up, like from the Hasbro side, from what they're doing and what we're seeing.
So
on that same note, you have the Daredevil line that just came out.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all digitally molded.
Correct.
And they're digitally painted. This is exactly what SH Figuart does.
Exactly.
They digitally mold it and they digitally paint it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And
why can't they have the technology and they can release it at a $20 price point?
Well,
How can they not do it for the rest of their lines?
And I watch reviews, and SH, like, sometimes they have their faults in regards to articulation and the ankle tilts and everything like that. And Hasbro has their issues with, you know, the elbows, double articulation elbows and stuff like that. So, like, it's there's ups and downs between the two companies, but like, you know, once they
nail the face.
Yeah, once their face, the face was always the separation between the two.
Always nail the face.
And the thing is that now if you can do it at a $20 price point, and Marvel Hasbro has been proving that, it's like why you know, it's like hurting me that I have to spend another triple the money to get it from SH Figure Arts.
Remember, some of those are Imagination exclusives.
SH Figure Arts. Oh, God.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What's up?
Go.
No.
Everybody's too fucking polite. Just fucking
speak.
Speak, man.
No, I hear Dave. I hear your point, Dom. I hear your point too, and I'm wondering if even like Hasbro even considers like the figure arts market, because a lot of those figures are made for a different market. Like you can't find those figure arts like in the Toys R Us or any like other regular toy store. You're definitely getting that from an import shop, and a lot of those are Tamashii web exclusives like as well. I know Bluefin is the American distributor, and they do put out some of those figures, but they don't put out all of them. So. You know, I don't know. Like they're doing these new digital mapping and digital painting like techniques. Hasbro is stepping up when it comes to that, because you can see it with the Marvel Legends, and it is painful. Like you said, like you know, I brought up I think the Black Panther earlier in the chat. Like that's an exclusive figure that you could only get in Japan, special pre-order. If you missed out, you're done. And now you have to pay $120 for that. And I feel like the Marvel Legends Black Panther is not that bad compared to that.
Yeah, but it's not that far. It's not like what? It's not $100. It's not $100 off.
Exactly. So I think it does kind of can tear you up inside as a collector, because you're like, damn, like is it really worth to pay that extra $100 to get the figure arts when the Marvel Legends looks like this? You know, so if they could improve, you know, do figures like that and improve them across all their lines, a line like Figure Arts might be in trouble. You know, but I think it is a completely different market, and I love SH Figure Arts.
So do I.
Prices, some of them.
It's dope too, Jose.
The part count on SH Figure Arts is a lot higher too.
A lot higher.
That's true.
They have a lot of parts in the hips.
Yeah, that is
a lot
true.
Of parts
That's
in
a good point.
Butterfly.
Yeah. Plus, not to mention all the extra like hands and stuff that they get.
Hands, accessories.
But like
if you got wash, they put on all the hair.
I'll play devil's advocate. Well, that Wolverine had butterfly. The new Spider-Man 99 had a butterfly. So like it's like they have that you know. Marvel has done some of the articulation that SH is known for, and they do it, and then if they put the digital painting on top of it, dude, it's like it's where you need to be. It's like where they need to be.
At times they add extra accessories too. You see the other hand, do it multiple hands and things like that. So
and build the figure.
Yeah. I mean, so you're right.
So
go ahead, Dave.
Let me ask you something. So I know you're like me, Dom, but I don't know about the rest of the guys. Like I mix and match basically. I own very few Black Series, and if I do, they're most likely Stormtroopers. I think that, you know, when you want a key character and you want the best rendition of that character, it's got to be like spot on. Well, at least with me. You know, these days I'm not gonna buy something for $30 just to say I fucking bought it, and it kind of looks like he did in the movie. I'd rather spend the $60 and say, "Oh my God, that's fucking Luke Skywalker or whoever the fuck it is."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We had this conversation, Dave. Like I have stepped into SH because I'm picking up the Jedi. Like the Jedi representation of those characters, SH Figure Arts hits it on the nose.
Me too, Dom. I'm right there with you, buddy.
And like I'm not going to spend the money though for the Stormtroopers, because the Stormtrooper that Hasbro puts out is not that far away from the Stormtrooper that SH puts out. So it's
You're speaking my language, man.
Yeah, and
so
you
like,
can't,
if
and you just can't have one.
What I'm going to be pissed at is that if Hasbro later on the line in Black Series puts out a Qui-Gon or a Jedi Luke, and they nail the face and the sculpt, because now they're doing the digital painting and they're putting the price mark at $20 or even $24.99. I don't give a shit. I'm going to be pissed, because then I'm spending all this money on those SH, and I could have got it for like $25.
Yeah, well, I think the point is that they're not using that technology for
they haven't yet. So they're saying they will, and I know, Chuck said it before. And I've heard it before in other videos that I've been watching, that they are going to eventually start using it in the Black Series, which I hope. But like at the end of the day, I think they're missing a great opportunity to get that
on that shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
Get
Dom,
on it.
have you ever heard of this thing called patience?
Yeah.
I
Dude,
heard
I've been patient, Brian. I've been patient. The first
just a little bit longer.
I didn't jump on it until this last Force Friday sale on SH Figure Arts. I picked up the Darth Maul and the Jedi Luke, and I'm like, I was ready not to, and I was like, and then all of a sudden I saw the new characters, and I saw a video saying that the new Rey that was coming out for Force Friday was going to be digitally painted, but it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
And I'm like,
therapy.
It's like Ray's ugly sister.
Yeah, and I'm like,
really?
Fuck. Now, granted,
look how beautiful that SH Figure Arts one looks.
Yeah, but granted, it's a lot better than what the Force Awakening. But like, I feel like they should have nailed that. They should have took an opportunity to nail that. She's a main character of that movie, and if they were going to do digital painting, they should have nailed it just on one character, whether it was Luke, old Luke, or Rey. They should have done it at least one character.
Yeah.
But like, and that's why
about Rex.
Yeah, Rex looks good. Yeah,
that don't look too bad. Yeah.
Like I saw a review on Rex. It looks beautiful. Like
I think they.
Well, that's an exclusive. Nice. It should fucking be fucking.
Yeah, it should be.
But that's
bullshit.
That's $24.99. If I have to spend $5 to get that, I've spent it every day of the week.
Is that figure not coming out for open retail? Like
it's coming out for mass release.
It is.
Yeah, it'll be on Hasbro Toy Store.
Well, hold on.
No, it's coming out in its regular.
Exactly.
It's going to be regular.
Oh, so it's
$9.20
$9.20 for the exclusive, but it's also going to be mass release on top of that.
Yeah, they do it all the time. They've been doing that. So it's even the what is it? The Snoke is going to be the same thing. There's an exclusive for GameStop, but they're also mass releasing it in the regular allotment.
They're not cheating anyone. They told you right up that you're just getting an early preview or early access to the figure.
There's not going to be any like difference in the packaging like between the versions. It's all going to be the same.
Well, the packaging will be different because you'll just get a standard Black Series package.
Yeah,
the package that Rex came in was really nice.
Really nice to package, but like the thing is that all the accessories are going to be the same. Everything's going to be the same.
Everything else will be the same. Okay. Yeah. Did they use the new digital paint technique on that figure?
It looks like they did. It looks like they did.
So out of everything where we've seen this from this con, is anything excite you guys? Anything at all? I mean, I know none of the Transformers, I'm sure, are doing it for you because God, that shit.
I mean, Russ, not to say that, like, I don't collect much Hasbro. I don't say at all, but I've bought from time to time. Those Dinobots don't look bad. They look pretty good.
They're not.
The robot modes, the Dino modes, but don't fucking turn it into a combiner. Then that's where you fucking screw the fuck up.
Yeah.
Remember, and the Rodimus looks good too.
Yeah, that Rodimus is dope. The one that goes into it,
I like
bigger
it better than the X9 carry.
Yeah,
it looks good.
I especially like the what is it, Jim Lee Wolverine, man, the yellow blue suit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I agree. Holy cow.
Nice Wolverine.
Dude, the 6-inch and the 12-inch, dude, that's gonna be a purchase for me.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't collect Legends, and I even posted a sign on Facebook said this thing looks good. I might have to buy this thing.
Yep. Yeah. The thing about the Dinobots that the designer told me was that they are, that shitty swirly gray plastic. They have been really trying to combat that, and the Dinobots are the first figures they have with a new type of plastic that's more homogeneous and it has higher luminescence, and you can see it.
Cool.
So they're really proud about that. So
I'm really excited for Dinobots. I mean, regardless of the combining gimmick, I think it's cool.
Well, they definitely got a G1 look to them. I give them that. That's something they really wanted to do, and they hit that, I think. So
I was happy.
To
with
be fair, the only one
they showed.
Grimlock was the only one that's kind of wonky because his hips are so wide for the combining gimmick. But the lead designer says in the case, he said even though I posed, he said I just slap it down, but you can move the hips down a little bit closer, like further down on the abdomen to make it more aesthetically pleasing, I guess. So
truth be told, I'm gonna be buying a lot of these Power of the Primes things.
Are you really? You're in?
Actually, I'm in for the Dinobots. I'm in for the Abominus.
See, I'm in for the Predaking.
Even the Dreadwing, and the that set.
Yeah, I have a collection.
The Dreadwing look good.
Yeah, I have a collection of deluxe Decepticon jets, and those will fit in there nicely. And
those bots combined, the Dreadwing bots.
Yeah, Dreadwing and Darkwing. Yeah.
The Fembots, I'm getting those.
Yeah, they're using
obviously. Yeah.
They're using some Combiner War molds for those, I think, and it sounds like
there's a lot of
they're the better
modified.
molds. Yeah, well,
modified like remolds. I'm gonna be in for all that.
Yeah,
that's
and,
cool.
I think that the cool thing is also that it's going to be compatible, like with all that stuff. All the Combiner War stuff that came before, you're going to be able to use them with these new figures. So all your Voyagers that you could connect these new limbs to those Voyagers, and vice versa with the Dinobots, because all the Combiner boards are the same. So you'll be able to use Grimlock as a torso and put cars as his limbs if you want to. If that's your thing. Like what it is. It's crazy, and like nobody's going to do that shit. But just the fact that you can do it, I think that's pretty dope. But just to have
that'd be cool. That'd be cool putting Wheeljack as one of his arms or something like that. That'd be cool.
They did a Ratchet too. Didn't they do a Ratchet?
They did a Ratchet.
Yeah, they did a Ratchet.
I'll wait to play with all that stuff when you guys resell it at NJCC.
Exactly.
So that Starscream that they showed there was a torso as well, and that Starscream had some really cool tampos on it. Like, there's a lot of love that they're putting on these figures. I don't know. I didn't ask which one of the. I should have asked them. I was like, which one of you guys is really into the Transformers? Because you guys have really kicked up your game since Titan Wars. But I didn't want to be insulting as well. So, but just on Starscream, like they had like tampos for Autobot signs crossed out on near his cockpit. It had D-22, which is his his original designation as a Destron. It had back on the wings. It had Ghost Hunter or Ghost Fighter. Yeah, it was cool. A lot of cool stuff. It was like really, really small, but if you look for it, it's there. The love is there. So it looks wonky. It's like a beefy Starscream, but he's also a combiner. So,
he ate his spinach. I tell you that. He ate his spinach.
Yeah.
In person, he don't look that bad, but I guess maybe I'm a Hasbro apologist.
Well, the whole combining gimmick in itself is just kind of paying in homage to the IDW storyline, and they are including like an Enigma of Combination accessory that you're going to be able to use with the Voyagers and with the Leader class figures. And you can stick them in the chest just like you can with the Matrixes. So it's interesting. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what they do with it. I think I'm going to pretty much like be in for like the entire line. As much as I want to kind of get out, I need those Dinobots. Like, I'm definitely going to want to check those out. And the Rodimus.
Those Dinobots are really cool.
Nice. They're really nice.
With that Starscream, you can make a Seeker Combiner if you did
That's true.
And Acid Storm, Sunstorm, Thundercracker.
And there's Sturge from that special Takara set too.
Yeah.
With the.
And I'm sure it will be a simple thing for them to just kind of redo some of the aerial bot modes if they did want to do some of the Seekers, like the way they did the Ghost Starscream figure for the Japanese set for that Grand Galvatron. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not exactly what you would think it would look like, but it's a basic aerial bot mode. So they could always retool that if they want to get a Skywarp or a Thundercracker out of it. So it'll be interesting. Like, I think just they have it just opens up. I think Kenny Prime was saying it. Like, now that they have that combiner port, the possibilities are endless for them. They could make any character a combiner, and they could make all these characters interchangeable as far as like the playability like of the figures. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember, they are still kids' toys. You know what I'm saying? Where adults that just like to pick them apart and shit. So. I think it's really cool and interesting. But guys, we're gonna continue this conversation unbroadcasted. We're getting close to the 90-minute mark, so we're gonna start wrapping up the conversation. Chuck, thank you for being on tonight. Lots of great insight.
Thanks for inviting.
Dude,
thanks for coming in, Chuck.
Yeah, I love the insight that you gave to the show, and the information from all the designers and stuff. Really, really cool to pick their brains, and it was nice to get your viewpoint on your day that you went to the show. Overall, you had a positive experience, though. You said you would say it was a good experience. No one.
Yeah, except for the line that was the merch line was the only bad part. The rest of the day was great. I'm going to go back again next year if they have it.
All right, sweet. So we'll see what happens if they keep doing this convention. Maybe some more people from the realm will go, and we could get a better idea of how this convention is overall. So. All All right, before we head out, let's hit up the live chat, see who popped in there. Let's say hello. We had Chat Wingham, EE Prime, Johnny Yost, KJ Smith, Ed F, Dust Mites, the Rockfather himself. What's up, bro? Sunday Heat, Breezy Fresh, Lord Shadowkeeper, Knight of Ren, Retro Now, Todd L, Daltonians TS. What's up, man? Ralphie the Vendetta popped in there. Soundwave Will. Sean Sarona, that's a new name. I haven't seen that one. Anthony Burr, Mark 44 Prime, Frank O, Lionel Medina, and Sportimus. So thanks for watching, guys. We really, really appreciate it. Hope you guys had fun. And let's run down the line and say our goodbyes. Let's tell us where you're at, guys. First up, Russ the Muss.
What's up, guys? You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And I like to do my Hasbro bashing. So it's fun. And yeah, Chuck, I just want to say appreciate you not crooking out on me, because I was I like to fuck with Hasbro a lot, and it sounds like you're a Hasbro fan, so thanks for not going, well, fuck you, Russ. Anyway.
No way. You're awesome, Russ. You're awesome.
But yeah. And of course you can find me on on Tuesdays here, and of course when we start back up again, the Fanatics, on Saturday. So
word up. Shout out to James.
Shout out to James.
Absolutely. Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next up, JD.
You can find me, JD Brocious, on the Facebook pages, and Pigment Surgery on Instagram and Xbox Live. You find me here on Tuesday nights and every other Wednesday on Figure Bagging.
Figure banging.
Figure.
All right. Bang that figure. Next up, G Money.
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, just Gary Allen in the Facebook groups, and you'll find me here on Tuesdays hanging out with you guys.
Sweet.
This motherfucker Santa Claus. Shit.
Yeah, really.
Listen, we all know it's about the hunt more than sometimes the end goal.
Yes.
So it's
That's a good
absolutely
point.
more fun.
That is true sometimes.
we wouldn't have the realm of regret if not for those experiences. So.
You got it,
Touche, Jose.
All right, Big Dom.
You can find me on the Facebook pages on Dominic Rosso and here on Tuesday nights. Thank you for having me, guys. Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Thanks for being here, Dom.
You're my hero, Dom.
Oh, by the way, fuck you, Dust.
Ooh. Ooh.
He can kick me out now.
Oh, really?
All
There's
right.
my love. Where's my love?
Energon Addict.
Dave, wake.
Hello. Wake up, bro. You're muted.
I was on mute, man. I was playing with my toys.
Potamus Prime had his fucking mic muted.
Potamus Prime.
I actually like that name, Does.
I know, right?
Catch me on Instagram, Energon Addict. Catch me here on Tuesdays most nights. And catch me writing rhymes about Nightwingham and EE Prime coming at you motherfuckers. So that today, you motherfuckers are going to get it first. That's all I'm going to say.
Hey, you just busted a rhyme right there.
That's right.
Yeah. He's a poet and he didn't know it.
I'm looking forward to seeing those freestyle skills, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Very soon. All right. Next up, Chuck C.
Yo, you can catch me on a Facebook page as Chuck Clothier, and on Instagram as 30 Tricks.
Nice.
Tricks.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Now I know where you get your money.
Thanks for popping on tonight, man.
Yeah, man. Thank
Thanks
you.
for being
thanks for
here, man.
All right.
Definitely.
The Analyzer.
What's up, guys? Brian Brink in the Facebook groups and Brinkalizer on Instagram. And I want to thank everybody. I don't take very many pictures, but that last one I took last weekend, man, I was pretty taken back by all of the likes and comments and stuff. So
The love, right?
That was cool.
Yeah, man.
Sweet.
That was nice. Really cool shot. Thanks. All right. And as for myself, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Xbox Live, and the PlayStation Network, all at Harrican BX, like it says right there below. And here hosting the Hangout with these fine gentlemen every single Tuesday night here on the Realm of Collectors YouTube channel. Guys, remember to check us out on Facebook. We're there as a group, Realm of Collectors. You can find us on Instagram at Realm of Collectors and on Twitter at Enter the R.O.C. Remember to check out our website, www.realmofcollectors.com, your one-spot stop for everything R.O.C. Rockbox pre-orders are live and available. Make sure to get your orders in because sizes and quantities are limited. We're pretty much like 80% sold out, guys. So seriously, get your pre-order in before TFCon. Don't miss out. And with that pre-order, once again, you do get 2 entries into the agabus.com $100 raffle at the convention, TFCon DC. So hope to see you all there. Get your pre-orders in while you can. Remember to pull up a chair to the Cool Table Network. It's a network for like-minded podcasts, including our flagship show, Enter the Realm, Shattercast Uncut, Plastic Fanatics Toy Detox, Nerd Rage Radio, Figure Banging, Beer and Bolters 40K, 8 Weeks, Stasis Lock, and a whole lot more. You could find the Pool Table on Facebook as well as throughout all of social media. So that's our show for tonight, guys. Thanks for everybody watching. Thanks for everybody listening. Please check us out next week. We are the R.O.C. We're not going anywhere, so get to know us. Shout out to Tommy Barricade. Love and relax, guys. See you next week.
Adios, guys.
Jose, you sure you don't
See you guys.
you do that shit like super fast, bro.
He's the fucking man, dude.
That's like you